Guys, it is WrestleMania week. I'm happy. It's a good time to be alive. I don't know about you guys, but I love just binge watching WrestleMania, just like getting the feels in. So when Saturday and Sunday hits, I am ready. I'm prepared for this spectacle of professional wrestling. It always makes me question, like, what was the greatest WrestleMania of all time? And I asked you guys on Twitter, and everyone said WrestleMania 17, or majority opinion was WrestleMania 17. And ironically, I have never watched that. Not once, never, not a single match on the card, ever. So before you hate me, I did. I watched it. This is apparently the most celebrated WrestleMania of all time. Some Manias are celebrated for one or two big matches on the card, but this one's just praised card up and down. I'm like, was it really that good? Let's check it out.
Since it's just a time with a kickstand, thinking never plan to get quick bands.
Chris Jericho versus William Regal. Not gonna lie, everyone told me like this is one of the best openers in WrestleMania history, yada yada yada. So I'm thinking it's better than like Ray versus Eddie. And what I got was, About to watch the opening match of WrestleMania 17, Chris Jericho versus William Regal for the Intercontinental Championship. Thoughts?
I was gonna say that was my teacher's name.
You have a teacher that was named similar to William Regal?
Yes. So I'm interested to see this one. He was my psych teacher. Let's see what kind of strategies he pulls out today. Mess with his mind and his body.
So this is Chris Jericho. He's currently the Intercontinental Champion. This is your teacher. It's William Regal.
Oh yeah, that's definitely him.
That's him?
No.
I wish your teacher was like wrestling at WrestleMania. So we just paused the match, right? And it's just like this screenshot of Jericho just zipping up his pants next to a British flag. Because we've never watched this, we're going to assume that Chris Jericho has just peed on the Union Jack.
My teacher is so mean.
Yeah. Jeez, where's the extra credit?
I got a C in his class.
Oh, they're up to the top.
Wait, what's his middle name?
I don't know. Who am I, his mama? Oh, Lion Salt. Oh, is that the end of it? Because that was like his finishing move. What? What? That was it?
That's for giving me a C.
It really is. Like, he shouldn't have given you the C. That's why you lost the match, Regal. People say this is supposed to be the best opening match in WrestleMania history, right? Or one of the top ones because it's at the best WrestleMania ever. It was decent. Jericho's still champ, and it's over now. They just moved on. Could have been better, I guess. Out of 10?
7.
7.
That's a C.
A lot of the match was just Regal trying to find a way to lock in that Regal stretch and Jericho trying to find that Lion Salt, which is the point of a wrestling match, is to eventually weaken your opponent to get to your finish. So fair play, but like it just seemed a bit short. And I don't know if that's like an attitude era thing to have like shorter matches, but for the quality of wrestlers that I know both men are, I just felt like they didn't give me just everything they had in them, and like I was a little disappointed by it. There was a couple other matches thrown in there. There was the gimmick battle royal. There was Right to Censor versus Taz and APA. Kane versus Big Show versus Raven for the Hardcore Championship. Now, to sum it all up, that was the most attitude era thing I've ever seen. The gimmick battle royal was a lot of older, larger gentlemen. I popped for Iron Sheik. That was dope. I guess like pay homage to the people that came before you, but being a wrestling fan in this day and age, I respect the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal just a little bit more now, because the Gimmick Battle Royal was cheeks. As of right now, I've crapped on everything. But Right to Censor versus APA and Taz, I thought was dope. When you see Taz and APA just walking to the ring, you're like, yeah, they're gonna get their kicked. Like, oh, buddy. And that's literally what happened. When Bradshaw came around with that big clothesline from hell, he's from Houston too, the crowd was gonna pop. Of course they did. APA is amazing. It was a quick match. You kind of knew it was gonna happen. That's the point of the Attitude Era, was to have fun and watch wrestling. And I had fun watching it, so it had to be good. Kane versus Big Show versus Raven for the Hardcore title was like, it was so much in such a shorter period of time that I almost considered it bad until like the ending, right? Okay, so at one point, they almost cut the power to the whole WrestleMania show, apparently, because of the golf cart incident where they drove into the fence. So the ending is just the part that's so funny to me, because Big Show and Raven are like in this Carnage side stage area, and Kane, this hilarious jumping into the Carnage like a kid in a swimming pool, was just like the funniest thing ever. I rewatched that spot like 20 times just laughing. Like, look at him, he's just playing his little arms like, wait. It It was awesome. I'm happy he got the win, especially with him going to Hall of Fame this year. That you gotta love Kane, bro. You just gotta love Kane. Also, I'll give props to Eddie versus Test. Really good match. Eddie makes everyone look so good in the ring. Respect to Eddie, respect to Test. Eddie won the European Championship. Also, there's a Kurt Angle match in there. He's facing another technical wrestler. I will not say his name because I have morals. Really good match. As far as Angle versus Chris Masters, it was good though. If you like Kurt Angle, watch it. If you like the other guy, okay. Oh crap, hold up, I forgot. China versus Ivory was a really good match. Super short, should have been longer. I love the fact that China got a WrestleMania moment, just love to see that. Also, she shot a whole pyro gun before she came to the ring. That was sick. Love China. Rest in peace to the legend. And now let's talk about those 4 matches. There was like 4 matches in this show that were just so absolutely amazing. Like to me, that is what made the WrestleMania card. Like those other matches were good, but they could have gone to any other pay-per-view. These 4 matches topped off WrestleMania. And I'm talking about the TLC match, Vince versus Shane, Triple H versus Undertaker, and Rock versus Austin. Dudley Boys versus ENC versus Hardy Boys, to me, that kicked off WrestleMania. I'm talking about like the big super card wrestling event that kicked it off. As a 2008 wrestling fan, that's when I first started getting into it. There's so many guys in that match that eventually will become such big stars in WWE or even in TNA. I can't help myself but to just absolutely love what they're doing, even though what they're doing stands alone as one of the greatest matches of all time. But as more of a modern fan, to see all these potential main eventers in one match is just, whoa. Love that. Let's face it, you put Jeff Hardy and Edge in something, I'm most likely gonna watch it. You add in Christian, I'm hooked. Matt Hardy, you got me. Devon Dudley and Bully Ray, or Bubba, you got me sold, bro. Jeff Hardy at the top of that giant ladder was wow. And it made me wish at WrestleMania 33 when he did that to like, I think it was the bar, that he actually went through Sheamus. That visual is messed up because Sheamus just never broke through the ladder, but Cesaro did, and it kind of annoys me. But seeing it happen on this show and it went well and it was a great visual was perfect. There's a lot of things that WWE does really well, and there's a lot of things that they don't. And one of those is kind of low-key tag team wrestling nowadays, minus a few guys. And the fact that we saw a triple threat of some of the best tag teams literally of all time is just magical. I watched Vince versus Shane with my girlfriend and she just hated Vince so much, and I was like, yeah, he's doing his job. He's such a good heel. This whole story is just really messed up. I mean, like, Vince is like cheating on Linda, and now Shane bought WCW right under Vince's nose because he's trying to get back at Vince for treating his mother like crap, and Vince is making Trish bark like a dog, and Stephanie has been coerced to believe her father. It's so much sports entertainment. I don't even know if I'm entertained. I'm just a little confused. And also, a little worried. When Vince started punching Shane, he really cracked him in the face and actually gave him a black eye. Low-key funny, but also like, yo, chill, cuz. But the pop when Linda stood up, oh my God. That might have actually been the loudest pop of the night. It was just a woman standing up from a chair in the corner. That's so simple that you would not think it would work as well as it did. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Shane ended up getting the dub. Linda was like no longer in a coma or nervous breakdown, whatever, and it was just all good in the hood. My favorite match on the show, Triple H versus The Undertaker. I almost forgot about their Hell in a Cell match after watching this. This was amazing. Triple H was OG back in that day in 02. He had beaten Rock, he had beaten Austin on those big stages, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, etc. But he had never beaten The Undertaker, and he still has it. Unless you want to count like Super Showdown or something, because I mean, cool, I guess. The lead up to the match was crazy. Kane tried to kill Stephanie if Undertaker didn't get his match at WrestleMania, and then Triple H pushed Undertaker's like bike off the stage and broke it. Like, my guy, you're dumb. They start brawling into the crowd. Honestly, something that the hardcore match should have done, but I guess they held off because they knew what Triple H and Undertaker were going to do, and so be it. It was good. The ref got taken out very early into the match, and it was kind of funny. Undertaker also dropped like a whole elbow on this man. They went up to the production area. They were brawling up there. Then somehow Undertaker chokeslammed Triple H off of the scalpel into the ground, and then just continued to just beat his and it was like, what the hell, bro? Triple H tried to hit Undertaker with a sledgehammer during the last ride. That didn't work. And eventually Undertaker ended up getting the dub, being 9-0 at WrestleMania, and they wouldn't meet each other until WrestleMania 27 in a really dope match. And then again, WrestleMania 28 and probably even better match. Triple H has to be second in having the best matches at WrestleMania with The Undertaker. And honestly, I might just rank this one first. Then we have the main event, Rock versus Austin. We all reacted to this match. I'm gonna show that right now. Okay, so we all went to Rock. Essentially, they don't know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is. insult them in the comments down below.
Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of looks like he works for Geico.
What's your favorite Rock movie?
Game Plan.
When I was little, I had a crush on like Pet Rock.
Everybody judges me for San Andreas.
Literally,
I love it.
no one likes San Andreas.
Yeah.
It's like the worst Rock movie ever.
If there's no disqualifications, you can just pull out a gun and shoot the guy.
No,
Yeah, so like nothing's off bounds here.
nothing's
Yeah,
off bounds.
no.
You can do whatever you want to whoever.
So you could light the guy on fire and like.
I mean, that's murder.
I want him to pick up an audience member's child by the ankle and whack him in the jaw.
I think
It's
if
actually
you
really
get
good
so
fun.
many likes on a tweet about you wearing that uniform, you should do it.
Uniform.
Kiss his knee, make it weird. I noticed that like wrestlers always try to grab each other by the hair, but now The Rock's just grabbing him by the bald head.
Come on, Dwayne, have a game plan. Let's go.
Very funny.
Look at that blood!
He got
Bleed,
so much
Dwayne!
hair.
Bleed, Dwayne! Look at that blood! He's
I
dripping
can't
down his
watch
face!
it.
So is it, people!
Face.
People's elbow! Dropped it! Dropped it! Boom!
There's Vince McMahon.
What, they're bringing out another guy?
That's the owner of the
No, that's
WWE.
That should be said your waffle.
Oh, that I
If
love it.
Alexis was a man and she would be Vince McMahon, I would be dating the guy that owns WWE.
No, mouth.
2, 3. If I'm gonna be real, the in-ring work of this match was decent at most, but the spectacle, the draw box experience of this match is what made this WrestleMania, what made it one of the biggest WrestleManias of all time. This match is so celebrated now, and also then because it defined a whole era of professional wrestling, the most popular era of wrestling ever. An era in the business that the WWE and the whole business itself is just clamoring, trying to get back to, and they just can't find that secret little formula that was Rock and Austin. These are the two biggest stars during the most popular time in wrestling ever, might be the biggest stars of all time, over Hogan, over Cena, and it ended with Austin selling his soul to the devil and siding with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Really surprising, honestly. Like, I knew it was gonna happen, like I knew the ending of the match, I just never watched the match, and whew, that was a little emotional. I got a little heated. Austin's heel run might have been a bit of a dud after WrestleMania, but the fact that he turned heel and sided with the biggest devil in the whole business, that's a good way to send the Texas crowd home happy. Also, he won the championship, which is also cool. I think the heel turn was a little more significant than the championship, but also the championship has to be the main event, as it was in the biggest match possible, as it was. That's what made it so great. That's what made WrestleMania 17 such a great show. It had high spots, raw emotion, and ended an era of wrestling that the business is still trying to find a way to regain that magic. That's what makes WrestleMania so special, so iconic, and such a spectacle. But yeah, guys, in the comments down below, have you watched WrestleMania 17, or am I the only person that's just getting hip to it? What was your favorite match on the show? Okay, so we're done now. Subscribe.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze.